Hey there, Virgo, and welcome to your week of November 29th, 2021 General Tarot reading. We're going to try to help you out by taking a look at some energy that you're coming in as this week, as well as some possible challenges and outcomes for you this week. We're going to try to help you a little more by clarifying all those cards and then tying everything off with an oracle card at the end. So you're going to want to stick around for all that. These are general readings, though, Virgo, so all this, some of this, or none of this may resonate with you. If it does resonate, that's fantastic, but if it doesn't, or parts of it don't, then it's just not your message, so just try not to force something, or try not to force parts of that, right? So without any more delay, let's get into this and see what we got here for you, Virgo, all right? Ace of Wands coming in, 10 of Cups, oh man, this is really awesome, and the Emperor, wow. We're coming in a big, strong way this week here, Virgo. All right. Interestingly enough, Taurus also had the Ace of Wands in their energy this week too, so you may want to go give them a look at. But the Ace of Wands is a card. It's the thumbs up card. Oh, excuse me. It's a card of, if you have that spark of creativity in your mind, you have that like, let's get up and go sort of energy. The Ace of Wands says, yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it. You have that spark, this idea. And it's really saying like you're going to have a lot of success when you go for this, right? It's a good idea. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to maintain that success. That's up to you. But this initial beginning looks very promising. With the 10 of Cups here as well, maybe this is what you're starting up. You're starting up your dream life here, which is great. Or maybe it's your dream job, because we also have the Emperor here. And the Emperor is the boss. The big boss. He's all of the kings wrapped together in one. Don't worry if you're not a guy. It's just energy. But the Emperor is all of them wrapped together. This very authoritative, mature figure. So maybe you're starting up your dream job, or you're in charge. You're the boss here. So I like that a lot. That's really awesome. If that's the case, congratulations. But if it's not necessarily that for you, I feel like you're walking into that kind of an energy where you're kind of taking control and bossing up in your life with the intent of realizing your dreams here. So that's very good. So let's take a look and see what some potential challenges are coming in for you this week here, Virgo. We got the Ace of Pentacles to start things off. We've also got the 9 of Cups and the Page of Cups. Page of Cups been coming up, I think came up for all three of you earth signs, so must be something in the ground today, something in the land. We got the Ace of Pentacles though, and it's saying sort of maybe be like that patience might not necessarily be your virtue at this time. The Ace of Pentacles really wants you to plan and think about what's coming in the future for you, planting this seed to grow it, to harvest it later. It's saying like maybe there's going to be challenges down the road, but you got to best prepare for them. Maybe you're going to be a little too impulsive for that. So maybe you need to get that a little under control and make a good plan. Good rulers, good emperors, good bosses make plans and stick to them. I don't think there's too many good bosses out there that are really flying by the seat of their pants all the time. Not to say that that isn't part of the job sometimes. Sometimes you do just kind of got to wing it. But I think especially in the early goings, like when we're just starting things out, plans are key. With the 9 of Cups here, you may not necessarily feel as satisfied as you hope you would here, because it's this may not feel like everything's cracked up. Everything's not as cracked up as you thought it would be. That's sometimes happens to us when we think about like realizing our dreams, especially when you're a kid and you're dreaming stuff up and you're like, oh, I always wanted to be this. It might not necessarily live up to your expectations. And with the Page of Cups here as well, could be dealing with someone maybe a little younger than you are, a little naive, a little immature, or maybe someone who's just young at heart at this time. Could be a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But they might be giving you a little bit of grief this week. Maybe you're going to be butting heads with them a little bit, or possibly saying that maybe you're going to be kind of letting opportunities slip you by this week, or maybe not being as vigilant and open-minded to those at this time. So let's take a look and see what we got for some potential outcome cards for you here, Virgo. See what's happening in your potential outcomes. All right, what do we got? Got the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, And the moon. Oh, interesting. Taurus also had the moon in their resolution as well. So very interesting. You may want to go get Taurus's reading and checking out. But we got the Queen of Pentacles here to start things off. Queen of Pentacles, just kind of got to nurture your health, your wealth, and your time, right? Like I say, the Queen of Pentacles really wants you to figure that stuff out, budgets, schedules, diets, things like that. So I feel like, again, that's us talking about planning, right? Planning, making sure we have a solid foundation, a solid plan. So I feel like once you get that in order, things are going to be good, because we got the Two of Wands after that is a card of stability. So being in a stable place, having the world in your hands because of that. So that looks really good as well. Again, just focusing down on, plans, making plans, getting organized here at this time. I think that's going to be a big thing for you. And we got the moon. The moon says you can't see everything, but if you've got solid foundation, a solid plan in place, at least, when the unknown comes up, we can make adjustments, and it's not as though it's completely smashing everything that we worked so hard on. And the moon is also the sign of is Pisces card. So again, when you're talking about with the Page of Cups, could be that, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So very interesting. You could also have Pisces in your chart this week as well. So let's take a look this week. You always have Pisces in your chart. Jeez, what am I talking about? But let's get into your clarifiers here, Virgo. See what we got going on for you. Thank you so much for making it this far. Remember, we're tying everything off with an oracle card at the end of the video, so you're going to want to stick around after the clarifiers for that. And we got more pop-outs for you here. What do we got, though? We got the Knight of Wands. We got the Magician. Let's give her a shuffle and see what else we got for you. What was that? That was 2 cards, so we'll take them. We got the Knight of Cups, or the Knight of Swords, rather, and the Page of Pentacles, too. All right, so yeah, we got Knights here. The Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, they're the 2 fastest Knights in the deck. So interesting there. I feel like things may be moving very quickly for you this week, or you've moved into this position very quickly here. Maybe didn't have time to plan as well as you might have wanted to with the Page of Pentacles. Again, the Page of Pentacles is holding the Ace of Pentacles in their hands. I feel like you got a good chance here. Like, you've got the seed, the foundation to make a plan to get started here. It's just a matter of, like, you don't actually have the plan in place. It's like we got all the right ingredients here. With the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords is pedal to the metal. Let's just go, go, go. It is the fastest knight in the deck. The Knight of Wands is a little more selfish, a little more self-serving, a little more like, I'm going to do what I want, but they also do move along very quickly as well. With the Magician here, on top of things, I feel like you've manifested this. You've manifested everything you want. The big time boss energy. I feel like you've manifested that. You've manifested this position. You've manifested this potential here that you can grow with the Page of Pentacles as well. So looking very good. Again, I feel like you just need to hammer home that plan here. So let's take a look what we got here. We got the 3 of Swords popping out for your challenge clarifiers. Let's see what else we got here for you. What else is going on here? All right. We got the 3 of Swords. We got the 10 of Pentacles. And we got the Queen of Cups. All right. So yeah, again, with that 10 of Pentacles, that's the ultimate goal of the Ace, is to get it to that 10 so you can harvest it and have your physical material world be in a good position. Again, that's a challenge. When you're not making a plan, it's, if you've ever heard someone say this, and I've said it a bunch of times on this channel, if you don't know what the finish line, what your goal looks like, what your perfect person, your dream job, your happily ever after, if you don't know what it looks like, how are you going to know when you find it, right? So again, you got to make that plan here. With the 3 of Swords, you might be kind of in a state where you're like, I really don't want to cut out this stuff that, you may be adding a lot of sentimental attachment to, but the 3 of Swords tells you, you gotta, if you want to move on, you want to be in a good position, you gotta cut out the things that no longer serve you, even if you do have that sentimental attachment that you're adding to it that makes its value not what it's actually worth. And we also got the Queen of Cups here. You could be having some trouble this week nurturing your emotions, right? Maybe it's a thing where they're kind of going overdrive, like we were talking about, adding that sentimentality to things. You're kind of getting a little over emotional because it's like, we're talking about how this job might not be everything you thought it was cracked up to be, or this position or whatever you're after. It may not necessarily be everything you wanted it to be. And that's kind of like, it's making you frustrated and throwing you off your game. And maybe that's why you can't make a plan, or you can't cut out those things, because you got here for a reason. Right? You got to this position, this time, for a reason here, Virgo. It's just now it's kind of like you're a little thrown off, and it's kind of throwing you off your best here. So let's take a look and see what we got here for you for your clarifiers for your outcome cards here. So let's take a look. We got the Devil, sign of Capricorn. You got the Ace of Pentacles again. Look at that. And the Two of Cups. Wonderful. All right. So the Devil, sign of Capricorn. He may have Capricorn in your chart. Might be dealing with a Capricorn this week. But the Devil is telling you, like, yeah, it's good to have fun and play, but don't overindulge, right? And that's kind of what the Queen of Pentacles is talking about. We want to nurture our physical material world. We want to get our health, our wealth, and our time in order. And it's like, it's make it in order, but leave time to play too with the Devil, right? Leave some time there. Don't, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, right? You want to put in some time, schedule in some time for you to have some fun too. So don't make it all about work here. With the Ace of Pentacles here, coming out in your outcome cards now after your challenge position, again, I feel like that's you getting a hold of that seed, getting a hold of that thing you're going to plant in the ground and grow, with that Queen of Pentacles, like we're talking about. You're giving it time so you can nurture it, giving that solid foundation. So I love that. The Two of Cups, it's a choice you're going to have to make here as well, on whether, what kind of a plan are we going to do? What kind of a strategy are we going to go? Are we going to go super narrow and focus down on, like, this is how we're going to do it? Or are we going to be a little more broad and then, like we're talking about with the moon, that more like the darkness, the partial illumination. It's like, so that, like, when stuff comes up, it's not going to completely, like, if something comes in and messes up our plans, it's not like it swept the legs out from under us. It just more or less just hit us hard, and it's like, all right, but we can recover from this. So while you might be super focused and, like, really know exactly, have that laser focus of, like, I know exactly where I'm going, I know exactly what the plan is, this is what I'm doing. More of a broader strokes one might serve you better for potential challenges down the road, even though you might not get there as quickly as you'd like. So that's up to you. That's a choice you're going to have to make. So let's take a look at your Oracle card, wrap everything up here, Virgo. Hopefully this has been helping you out. Hopefully this has been resonating with you, and we got to pop out for you here to tie everything off. Thank you so much for being here. And it is our chameleon. Oh, we got two here, actually. We got the chameleon spirit and the cow spirit. Act as if, says the chameleon spirit, and the miracles are endless, says the cow spirit. So the chameleon spirit saying act as if is saying, like, act as if you got things under control. Act as if everything's going fine, right? Fake it till you make it, right? Let's pretend like you got everything under control until you get it under control. Let's pretend like we got everything planned. We got a strategy for everything. Nothing can throw us off until, we actually do have a strategy for everything. So I like that. That's really good. And with the cow spirit here saying miracles are endless, just saying that, like, hey, things are going to work out. Like, it's not as though, hey, it's not as though only we're going to capture lightning in the bottle once and it's like, hey man, we got real lucky here. Or, oh man, I can't believe that worked out for us, right? Those kind of like, oh man, we got really bailed out here moments. That's endless, but don't rely on that, right? Like, you can still, like, sometimes miracles aren't even big miracles like that. Sometimes it's just little things. It's like, thank the Lord that worked out, right? That little thing worked out because that helped us out way down the line. Thank goodness we had a generalized plan, because then with that, we were able to overcome those challenges as they came to us, because it, like I said, didn't sweep the legs out from under us. Or maybe, thank the Lord, we were super focused in on one strategy, because that way we were able to, that thing may have hurt us before if we were a little more generalized, because we were so laser focused, we didn't have to worry about that. That wasn't such a big problem for us because we weren't, like, invested in that particular thing. Or it's just saying, like, those little things, like those just little things. It's like, thank the Lord, I scheduled this amount of time this week to do this thing, or whatever. Or I made room for play because, I didn't have, because if I hadn't have, then the next week that came up, I didn't have time to play. So it's a good thing I got the time in now, right? So just the miracles are endless, the world works in mysterious ways. So just, be aware of that. Be aware that, fake it till you make it works a lot more of the time than you think it does. And a lot of people out there are faking it more than you think too. So hopefully that insane rambling has helped you out here, Virgo. If you want to help out the channel though, you can hit that like button down below, that thumbs up. Lets YouTube know that you really like what I do here. You can also subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. That way you can find me easier, and so you can check out your videos as I upload them every week. And of course, you can check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. See what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. Hopefully that's helping you out and resonating too. Thank you again for being here, Virgo, and I hope to see you in the next video.